Welcome to my review of One Piece Rosa arc. Can anyone else believe that this arc actually ended this century? It was the longest One Piece arc, from chapter 700 all the way to 801. However, the anime might just end next century, as it is in constant filler hell, by which I mean endless shots of Rebecca's tits. Not that I mind, but nevertheless, this was a good arc, with a lot of important setup to future events in the One Piece world, such as having a ship that looks just like Luffy, the very long introduction to the Tontadas, and who could forget the introduction to a very important character, Senior Pink. No, seriously, this guy's my spirit animal. Oh yeah, we also got introduced to a new admiral with actual human morals. Sabo got wished back with the Dragon Balls and got Ace's powers. Luffy made some new friends and now has an armada of ships at his command. He also turned into King Kong. We also got some very interesting backstory to Law and Don Flamingo, as well as Kaido being finally revealed. So yeah, shit hit the fan in this arc, but it had such slow pacing, introduced us to some uninteresting characters, and switched on a weekly basis from being shit to being the shit. Another thing that really bothered me about this arc was how important characters were introduced to the story but not used to their full potential. Like how CP0 was introduced to show up and say, "Hey, calm your tits, people, Don Flamingo's still cool," then proceeded to leave. But that wasn't enough for Oda. He then showed Lucy at the end of the arc. I'm a big fanboy of the CP9 arc, and seeing CP0 get the shaft so we can have more chapters dedicated to the exquisite culture of the Tontadas really ticked me off. The lack of usage of everyone's favorite man Sabo was unfortunate to say the least. It would have been awesome to see Sabo and Luffy team up to beat the shit out of Don Flamingo, and it would have been a nice change of pace from Luffy taking on the final villain by himself. But nope, apparently the Revolutionary Army's Chief of Staff couldn't get to the action quick enough. Once he did get there, he was too busy beating the shit out of Burgess. It would have been awesome to see some heart-to-heart dialogue between Luffy and Sabo, but he basically did this.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Then we have the fight between Zoro and Pika, which was basically Oda's way of keeping Zoro occupied while everybody else moved the plot along. The way Zoro took Pika out was really cool, but it took way too long to get there. Not to mention Zoro's lack of effort taking out the birdcage. I mean, stop pushing the damn thing with your swords, caught it already. I'm supposed to believe that a time skip Zoro can't cut through a birdcage? I know Oda was trying to build tension for Luffy to finish off Don Flamingo, but after seeing Zoro do this... It's a little hard to believe. I guess my problem with Rosa is the same problem I've been having with One Piece after the time skip thus far. We have a new villain show up, Oda tries to build up tension, but we don't know what the limits of the Straw Hats are. Like how when Luffy was fighting Don Flamingo and he refused to go Gear 4th until the very end, just so we can have tension. He might even have Gear 5th or 6th and Oda won't reveal it. Or if Don Flamingo defeated Luffy, we still had Sabo and Zoro there to kick Don Flamingo's ass. When I think One Piece, I think of every Straw Hat giving it their all, knowing that if they failed, that was it. There was no plan B. The villains would get the last laugh, the stakes would be set high, I would be cheering, yelling, but this arc didn't really give me the One Piece fever that hooked me to the show. It had its hints of greatness splashed here and there. Luffy going Gear 4th and looking like a complete beast, the reveal that Sabo was still alive, the hilarity that was God Usopp. We also got some good character development in this arc, like the tragic backstory of Law and the very messed up backstory of Don Flamingo. I love seeing what makes a villain tick, why they act the way that they do, just how they got that messed up. And holy shit, Don Flamingo's backstory was by far my favorite backstory for any villain in One Piece. Overall, I give this arc a rating of a drunk college student playing darts, hitting the board every once in a while, but most of the time hitting the bullseye on his friend's ass.